In this lesson, we'll mirror over our shoulder and arm chains. Just a quick note, in the layer manager, the reason why I went ahead and labeled the FK IK layers the way I did with arm at the start is because the layer manager organizes things alphabetically, so we can quickly go in and access these bones, which is going to work out great when we set up our constraints. So do be mindful of that. If you're working on a setup like this, you may want to consider your naming scheme in the layer manager. Okay, but let's say we go ahead and work on mirroring our bones across. So we're going to do this chain by chain. We'll start with our main envelope chain. So we'll grab the shoulder, we'll control click the arm root, and we'll grab the wrist, control page down. And from there we can go ahead and get to our bone tools, choose mirror, find a good value. I think about a value of 8 would work well here. Alright, so we'll go ahead and choose OK. Great, now that that's mirrored over, we can go ahead and work on the IKFK bone. So I'll just go ahead and hide the envelope objects. As you can see, we're going to need to store these mirrored bones back to the envelope objects layer. So we can take care of that now. Again, selecting each root. Control page down. And then we'll want to just go in and deselect the nubs. Okay, so I'll go in and deselect the forearm nub and also the one for the shoulder. Now with the envelope objects layer selected, we'll go ahead and choose add. Things are kind of getting cluttered here. I'll just close out the bone tools temporarily. Can grab these nubs and go ahead and add them to the objects to hide. Alright, so from here we're ready to now mirror over our IKFK arms. We can move next to the FK bones. Again, select the root, control page down, bone tools, mirror. Can use that same value. Choose OK. The bone selected, we'll add that to our arm FK bones. Alright, now we can hide that and do the same for our IK bones. Alright, great. With them still selected, we'll add them to their layer. From here, we'd want to work on recoloring and renaming. So let's say we bring back the envelope objects, close out the bone tools and the layer manager for now. We'll just go in and start to rename and recolor our chains. We don't need to worry about recoloring our IKFK bones at all. We'll keep them the same color. Alright, going to the nub here. I'll rename that. What's nice is that we just need to go in and just replace the L with an R and just get rid of mirrored. Okay, so this shouldn't take too long. Alright, so we have a few more to do. For the color scheme for this, I'll go with green, as we've done before. So again, we're only going to be coloring the envelope chain. So if you wanted to, you can move on to the next lesson, and by that next lesson, again, the bones, all of the bones, including the IKFK chains, will be renamed. And again, we're not recoloring those at all. So if you wanted to, again, you can go ahead and move on, but if you'd like to continue as I rename this, feel free to. Okay, so we'll just get rid of mirrored and finish up with the fingers. Okay, a few more for the thumb, and can go ahead and move on to another finger. All right. Okay. It's going to be R and then get rid of the mirrored. And we have the nub to rename. Okay, great. I'll let you go ahead and pick the next. Let's say the index, huh? All right. Sounds good. All right, so we'll go ahead and quickly rename this. Shouldn't take too long at all. Move to the middle of the index. Go ahead and take care of that. Just about finished here. Okay, then that leaves the nub. All right. Okay, so that brings us to the pinky. Okay, almost done. Get to the next. I wonder if you're still with me. And if you are, that's totally fine, because we're just about finished. Okay, two more and then we can recolor this chain. Alrighty. So again, selecting each root, control page down, get to our bone tools, and recolor this. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the lesson here, and again by the next lesson the IKFK bones will be renamed, and then what we'll also go ahead and do is reposition this arm chain so that we'll make sure all of these bones are aligned just like the left side.